Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my Great Divide mountain bike route adventure. We leave Canada behind and head into northern USA, into the state of Montana, heading up into the Flathead National Forest, descending then back down to Whitefish, onwards to Seeley Lake, and finally in this episode winding up around Helena. Hope you enjoy all that comes. Morning all, start of day 5. I'm just about packed up, ready to go, leaving the rather nice town of Eureka. Just stayed on this sort of park area outside the town hall. Quite a few other people here, not many facilities, but that was okay. Bit noisy with the traffic. Anyway, today we're heading towards Whitefish. So we're at Eureka, but there's a big loop up into the hills before we then get down to Whitefish. I reckon it's going to be a 2-day trip. Quick circuit of the railway line, gradually finding my way. So we're heading out of Eureka, lovely morning sunlight, heading in the direction of Whitefish but up into the hills again. The morning light is just fantastic on this grass with the forest and the mountains ahead. So this is the Whitefish Divide. I've just pushed up the hill behind me. I'm definitely in the back country now. Just met some other cyclists heading this way, I think. Loads of butterflies around. It's really nice actually. And plenty of colour in the greenery and the flowers. The trees are just like something out of a Bob Ross painting. This is a bit of an epic view. It's lovely going downhill, just taking it steady. Just look at that. Woo. This is a little bit of the downside of riding on these roads when a car or a truck, particularly a semi I think they call them around here, there's just a cloud of dust and it gets right into the back of your throat. It takes ages to clear. Nasty. So just some really good views opening up on the left hand side. Absolute wilderness over there. I think that's part of the Glacier National Park. There's a little cabin or two over here. They've got great views across the river. Fantastic. So for the first time on this trip I took some downloaded music with me. And I found this really helpful when I got really too hot or a bit tired, getting a bit weary. It just helped to give me a little bit of extra motivation. So you see me here with the dangly earphones in, enjoying a little bit of music just to take my mind off the hills and the effort involved. So I've just made it to Red Meadow Lake. 5,000 odd feet. What a location. So this is the pass go down from here to Whitefish. There's obviously camping available. I'll see what there is, but I might continue on to the next campsite, because somebody said that there's a lot of mosquitoes up here. Lovely though. Wow, look at that view. Whoa. Oh my goodness. So I've arrived at the Upper Whitefish Lake campground. There's a big lake over there. It's a Forestry Service campsite. So I'm getting my tent up and unpacking the bike. So I'll prepare my dinner somewhere up there, and then there's a bear box over there where I can put my food. Well, good morning all. It's the start of another day, heading from the campsite, the lake back there, down towards Whitefish. I think it's about maybe 10 miles. So I think I'll get some breakfast there, and then it looks like a fairly undulating but not particularly challenging route through countryside rather than into the mountains. Columbia Falls. So we'll see how the day works out. I'm not sure where I'm going to stay. Doesn't look like there's many camping options once you get out of the mountains into private land. Lots of no trespassing signs, but hey, we'll see what turns up. Nice cool start to the morning. So I think I must be near to Columbia Falls. So I've made it to the Tom Arnone residence. It's kind of one of the little cycle-friendly stopovers that's marked on the Adventure Cycling Association app. It's a bit of an early finish for me, but I just thought it's so hot I could do with a little bit of a early finish. Anyway, it's a beautiful place, lots of shade. I'm going to put my tent up. Nice view. There's a dog that's really keen to play ball, but what a fantastic place and great hospitality. I'm going to get the tent up. There's hummingbirds and all kinds here. Yeah, very grateful. Morning all. It's Thursday, day 7. I'm just heading away from Tom and Pat Arnone's property where we were camping. Fantastic. Bit of trail magic there. Today heading towards Ferndale and then see how far I get. I think it's pretty empty, the country beyond Ferndale, for a while. So yeah, see how the day pans out. Just by way of an update, I'm just south of Ferndale and hit the gravel road again, climbing up into the hills. So far the grade's okay, just potter away back into the woodland. I think there's a lake over to my left, maybe there'll be views further up. We're in the Swan River Valley. Oh, it's nice to go downhill, just got to watch out for these potholes and sort of biggish drifts of gravel that your front wheel gets into. So we're I've just ticked over 50 mile there. So anything from now is a bit of a bonus. So this turned out to be a bit of an epic day, 78 miles in total. And here you see a guy called Mark pushing on to find the campsite, which we eventually got to in a place called Condom, which took us out of the forest towards the evening. Good morning, started day 7. We camped in a place called Condon. There's Mark over here and 2 others who've already set off. It's about 6:15, something like that. Set off early to try and avoid the worst of the sunshine. Anyway, worst of the sunshine. We had to come down off the route, which is somewhere over there, to find this campsite. There's kind of really nowhere to camp otherwise up on the hill. So we're going to make our way along this route here, this not too busy but quite fast road, and then pick the route up further along towards Holland Lake. So that's the plan for today, and then head up into the hills again and eventually drop down to Seeley Lake. So get packed and we'll see you up the road.
I wonder if those guys decide to take a highway out.
So that rather nice double track back there that winds its way around the hillside, it kind of eventually turns into a bit of gnarly single track. For me, very much hiker bike. Not sure how long it goes on till, but nice in the shade at least. That was about that for a view. Wow. Just stopped a while. I'm kind of getting towards the top, I think, now, and it's just beginning to clear little views. So that's the Swan Valley down there, and that's basically what we did the whole of yesterday, kind of along that far side and then up here. I'm not sure if that's Holland Lake down there. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just another of these lakes in the trees. I made it to the top of the pass. It's quite a spectacular place. High up, a bit cooler than down in the valley. There's the bike. Look at that view. The forests of Montana. So I assume the road takes me down here now and around that bend to towards Seeley Lake. Morning all, we're just leaving Sealy Lake and we're heading towards Ovando. Nice place here, we stayed in the Forestry Service campsite. So we're going to head up the trail. It's a uphill ride to Ovando. Anyway, here we go. This is a really nice part of the trail on the road to Ovando. A little bit undulating, just done quite a bit of a climb there. Things are looking quite nice up ahead. There's water coming down here, water supply along the route. Well, we're back into farming country by the look of it. We've just come out of the sort of forested area, and yeah, this is the road ahead. Well, everybody else films it, so there you go. Approaching Ovando, Montana. So that's the end of this day coming up. Approaching Lincoln. Just leaving those mountains that you can see in the background. It's about 6:30, so that's a good day. About 65, 68 mile. I think there's an RV park here. See if I can find it and see if there's any space. Yeah. Lincoln turned out to be a really nice place. I didn't stay in the RV park in the end, but found a place in the municipal campsite right in the centre of town. Morning all. This is Sunday, day 10. We're just leaving Lincoln, Montana, and heading up towards the Stemple Pass, and then dropping down to the Llama Ranch. Pretty short day, give us a chance to just take stock of how the bike is, give the bike a little work on it, clean it up a bit. There's Mark leading the way. We seem to have teamed up over the last couple of days, go at about the same pace, so that seems good. Noticing the remains of a steam engine up here. We're right in the backwoods again, quite high up, so I'm not sure what that was all about. Obviously yeah, sort of 19th century, some kind of prospecting maybe. There we go. Some steep climbs on this little Stemple Pass. We're heading in that direction. A bit cooler today, slightly overcast, which is pleasant for cycling. I'm just heading down from the top of the pass. That poor man's creek was absolutely diabolical. I'm glad that's behind me. But then this grade is quite steep as well. So I'm just approaching the Llama Ranch. You can see the bicycle symbol on the green rooftop there. So here we are at Llama Ranch, and this is a little cabin that's been allocated with Mark. So yeah, various other cabins here. Alpaca Inn, that's already been reserved. Another little peachy coloured one up there, and everything that you see is available to you. As long as you pay it forward, that's the deal apparently. So the philosophy is that in return for the generosity and the kindness that you've received at Llama Ranch, you'll go on down the trail into the world and spread that kindness and generosity onto others. Well, good morning. It's day 11, about 7:30. I'm just setting out from the Llama Ranch towards Helena, which I believe is, once we get past these trees, over the hills in that direction, far away. So these are the remains of some mines, Empire Mine. Go and take a look, that's the route ahead. Gradually getting there, it's a bit of a rough climb. Some hiker bike sections, but there's just a little bit of a view here across the hills in the distance. I noticed recently in crossing paths with the CDT hike and one or two walkers about. But yeah, good view through the trees. Got some company here. There they go. As I cycled towards Helena, we found a place, Mark and I, for some fast food, rode through town and out the other side. So the situation is this: we've left Helena, we've come over the first climb, late on in the afternoon, it's about 5 o'clock-ish. We chose to leave it a bit late, let the weather cool down. We're kind of heading towards a campsite, nice views, very hazy, but we've run out of water, a bit of bad planning. We expected to find some up in the hills here, but absolutely dry. Anyway, that's the update. We're going to continue on until we find some water, basically. Here we go. Still on the go, 8:15, on the way to the Park Lake campground, US Forestry Service. I think it's just about another couple of miles. Big climb this, from Helena. I think we nearly cracked it. Look at that for a sunset. So we did eventually reach the park ground campsite up on Lava Mountain and got the tent set up before nightfall and found a water supply. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. If you've got any comments or queries, please post them below and I'll reply to you. Otherwise, please look out for part 3, which I'll post in about a week's time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.